Hello and welcome to the Rolling Stone UC 98.3 FM. That was Ready to Die with Andrew WK. This is the place to get your gaming news, reviews and more. I am Amar Sohail. With me is David Kiley.
Of course.
And the annoying barnacle on my shoulder, Johnson Sultan.
I don't even... A barnacle on your shoulder?
Yeah.
That's not even an expression.
You didn't have much time to think of that, did you?
He had the whole song to think of it. He obviously wasn't using his time very well.
No, I was... sorry, I was saying...
I thought I was the Iron Man to your Batman. It's not what we decided last year.
Oh yeah, the Iron Man to my Batman. Then what's David?
David, he's the PC guy.
He's Jarvis.
Oh yeah, no he's not though.
That reference went right over my head.
You know, in the movie Jarvis, his AI, it's like his Siri. It's his computer and he talks to his computer and it's sarcastic in English.
Why couldn't you just call me HAL 9000 or something cool like that?
Because he doesn't know famous movies.
I know some famous movies.
What's HAL 9000 from?
Shut up.
Jeez, you idiot. I'm gonna start talking about games now if you want.
Yeah, so just for new listeners, people, this is the place to get your gaming news, reviews and more.
Yeah, it's not a movie show.
We don't talk about movies a lot, but so John, you got a lot of news to go through today?
Yeah, I have.
Actually, first, if you don't mind, I'm just going to interrupt you real quick. David was playing Sniper.
No, he said I can go first.
He's
going to let me go first.
But Sniper Elite is kind of old news at this stage.
Yeah. I'm talking about fairly new stuff.
Okay.
First thing I'm talking about is last week, we had a bit of an argument about whether Ubisoft lost money or not. You maintained that they did.
Yeah.
And I said, no, they actually made money. I went online... I went back to the original article that I saw and it said they made money. And then I Googled their earnings reports and downloaded the Excel spreadsheet and made sure that it was correct. And they, in fact, made €280 million. Okay. So if people were wondering...
Is that from last year or from the first quarter? The first quarter.
The last quarter.
The last quarter.
So like the most recent quarter of their financial year. Because Ghost Recon Future Soldier sold well, and so did Just Dance 4, and it was above expectations.
Isn't it Just Dance 3?
How petty do you have to be to look up accounting spreadsheets to prove someone wrong?
If you're wondering what the kind of person who would go on a radio show and talk about video games, it's the kind of person who looks up Excel spreadsheets of companies' earnings. So yeah, Amar was wrong, is the bottom line there. So if Amar ever says anything that I disagree with, you can just assume I'm right. The next thing I want to talk about is... last week I talked a bit about Assassin's Creed Liberation, I think.
Yeah, you did.
On my new Vita. And that's a new game, it's only 2 weeks old. And I was enjoying it, except for one thing that I mightn't have mentioned last week, but it was only kind of annoying last week. But since then, it has become a major annoyance. So there's some missions where you get these letters and you have to swipe your hand to open them, which at first is kind of annoying, but I kind of like it now. And then you have to hold up the Vita's rear camera to a light, so it's kind of like you're looking through the letter to like get hidden messages or whatever. But the thing is, there's not like a brightness threshold where it says it has to be brighter than this amount for it to work. It has to be like an exact brightness. And I'm usually playing this either on a bus, which you can't do anything on the bus, or I'm doing it in bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And also the thing is, when you're in this screen where you have to shine a light on the letter, there's no way to pause the game, or like you can't quit the memory or save your game or anything, so you just have to put your Vita in standby, wait until you get near a lamp. The first time this happened, I was on a bus and I had to wait till I got home and go right up to my bedside lamp and do this crap, and it worked out okay. But the next few times I'd be going right up to my lamp such that I could feel the heat from the light bulb on my hands. No dice. And eventually the other night my battery was running out and I had to get up and get the charger, and I then plugged it in and I realised, like as I was plugging it in, okay, it says I've done this now. So I was carrying my Vita when I was getting up to get the charger, so in my flailing when I was walking, it obviously detected enough brightness to make it work. I figured out the only way I've figured out how to do this for certain is when I'm lying in bed, if I wave my Vita at my ceiling, then it works out after about 10 seconds. But if you're one of the unfortunate people who does not have access to my bedroom ceiling, I have no idea how you're supposed to do these missions. They're actually a bit of a game breaker.
This just sounds so gimmicky.
Yeah, it is gimmicky. The rest of the game is really cool, and I like it, but that's just the worst thing ever.
Like, I hate QuickTime events, but QuickTime events look lovely now in comparison to something like this.
No, it's
I think
it's really
QuickTime events, when done right...
Like in God of War, they're fun.
QuickTime events are the ultimate evil. QuickTime events and regenerating health are the two biggest hindrances to modern gameplay.
I disagree with that, but
yeah,
we'll move on.
Activision is the biggest hindrance to modern gameplay. Yeah, the other thing I want to talk about before I let you talk about Sniper Elite. Ever since the show started, like in January, I've been going
January of
this year.
This year, yeah.
So January.
Yeah.
I've been talking about how brilliant PlayStation Plus is, and then Amara finally got on board with it just before the summer holidays.
Yeah, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, you get free stuff. Like as soon as you sign up for a year, you make your money back downloading the games that are available at that minute.
Yeah.
And I recently got my PS Vita 2 weeks ago, and I was waiting until I found out about the PlayStation Plus for the Vita. And on Tuesday, they revealed what was going to be happening with PlayStation Plus on Vita. And starting on Wednesday, do you know anything about this, Amar?
No, I don't.
Oh, this is going to be good, so. I originally thought I'd be getting some $10 or €10 download game for free. Or so the first 4 games I'm getting for free on Wednesday. Gravity Rush, which was...
Are you serious?
That was top of my list. Amar knows that was top of my list.
Is it really... We played the
demo.
Not the demo. Well, it was the whole game, but we only got to play the first bit.
No, it was a demo of the game.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But anyways, we got to play a bit of the game anyway.
Yeah,
I thought it was
cool.
great.
No, because I beat the demo. I finished it.
Right.
Second game, Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack, which is a downloadable game. Apparently it's very good though. Third game, something called Chrono Volt. I think it's like...
Is it? I think it's probably Chrono Trigger?
No. Chrono Trigger's a SNES game.
No, but it might be related to Chrono Trigger
it's not.
in some way.
I was about to explain it until you interrupted me with your snazzy talk. No, it's I think you're controlling a ball, and it's use gyros to...
All right,
it's
cool.
3D puzzle game. It could be cool, might not. It's free, whatever. Last game, Uncharted Golden Abyss.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That was the game
to get.
That was the system seller.
Yeah.
In GameStop at the minute, I'm pretty sure it costs €50. So a year of PlayStation Plus costs €50. You're already making your back with one game, and also on Wednesday as well, 20% discount on a load of downloadable games. So I'm going to be getting all the other games I want at 20% off.
That's really good.
So I'm not going to have to buy Vita games for a long time. Yeah,
so you're set for Vita until next year anyway.
I think PlayStation Plus has now overtaken peanut butter cups as the best thing in the world. I'm saying that right now on air. PlayStation Plus is better than peanut butter cups.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, it is good. That's my stuff for now.
Okay, so David, you're going to talk to us about a game you've been playing that you have been enjoying and not enjoying.
Yeah, because you posted on the Facebook page. It's like, oh, this is cool. And then the next day you were giving it out to me. I was like, this game's so stupid.
I know. Well, it started off, for those you don't know or don't follow our Facebook page, which you should.
Everyone should like.
Yeah, we had a competition a couple of weeks ago and we gave away a free game. So we're probably gonna have another one coming up to Christmas.
He's banging on about the competition.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, we're not made of money, man. We don't get paid for this. But you'll see funny pictures, and you'll know when we put our show on the internet.
Exactly. But the game I was playing was Sniper Elite V2. This is kind of old. I bought it ages ago on Steam on a sale, but since I was still running XP at the time, and it's only Windows Vista up compatible, so I had to wait to use it. So anyway, I started playing this, and it's kind of over the hill at this stage. It's a few months old anyway.
Yeah. It was in the summer, early midsummer.
No, I think it was end of summer, wasn't it?
No,
I remember playing the demo anyway.
A little older than that, but anyway, basically, for a game called Sniper, emphasis on Sniper Elite V2, this is an action game. This is not a sniping game. It was exactly the same with Ghost Warrior. Ghost Warrior was kind of, you're going to be a sniper, you're going to be sniping the whole game. And then they just cut off midway.
Is that one where the cover is the guy in the ghillie suit?
Yeah, exactly.
And the sequel to that's coming out soon as well.
Yeah, which I won't be playing because the first one was a pile of crap.
Yeah, I remember everyone giving out about that game.
I know, it was so stupid. But anyway, the main problem I have with Sniper Elite is, you fire the first bullet to take out the first guy, which is normally going to be the counter sniper. and everyone in the German and Russian military know your exact location, and they'll come running towards you. So basically, the second you fire the first shot, it's not about carefully aiming up shots for people, just about to pass through cover or whatever. It's just about them running towards you and you mowing them down before they throw a hand grenade into where you're hiding. Also, another really stupid thing. I was only playing this game on normal now, mind you. There was like 3 modes. There was easy, normal, and then insane or whatever. I was playing it on normal. I was in situations where a guy was running. I'd fire 3 bullets into him, 3 bullets, and he would just stumble away. But then, it's so weird because, these 3 bullets could be going into his lungs because the head instantly kills someone, the heart, for some reason, the testicles instantly kill someone. So you can get shot in the testicles and you'll die instantly. You can take 3 bullets into the lungs and you'll be absolutely fine.
Well, if you get shot in the groin, you're going to bleed out pretty quickly.
Yeah, but not
quickly.
Instantaneously.
I know, yeah.
Not within a second. You wouldn't drop to the floor the same speed as if you just got your head scrambled.
Yeah, it's fun.
So good game, yeah? Very realistic.
No, yeah, it's just ridiculous. Also, it's got a horrible health regeneration rate. I never died.
Really?
I never died in this game.
Wow.
Even the Counter-Strike.
Have you beat it?
I'm 4 hours in or something, and I'm nearly at the end. It's a super short game by the looks of it.
Did you enjoy it?
I'm still going through the negatives right now. We'll get to the positives in a second. Then there are a few, to be fair, even though I am slating it quite horribly. But the health regen was ridiculous. It's too fast. This is just such a horrible hindrance in modern gameplay because I got shot by a counter sniper. Now, in normal games, this is you made a boo-boo, you need to restart the level because you failed, obviously. Whereas this one, it shoots you. You just hear the doo-doo, doo-doo of your heart beating.
Yeah.
And then maybe give it 5 seconds, you're fine. You can get shot by a tank in this and you'll be fine after 5 seconds. It is ridiculous. The only way you die in this game is literally if you run towards them with a machine gun.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But on to some of the positives. When a sniper is actually looking through a scope, you will actually see the flash. Because sometimes they're quite far away. They may be 400 meters or something away from you. And you'll just see the glint of the the scope, and then you know where they are.
That's pretty cool.
There was one really cool mechanic which they didn't play enough into it at all. It was noises. So if there was church bells going off, there was artillery landing.
Then they couldn't hear.
Yeah, you could, if you fired at that exact moment, you'd be fine, and you could get away with killing people off then slowly and making sure that they weren't crossing each other's paths, so one guy wouldn't discover the next guy. That was cool. They did not implement it nearly enough. The X-ray mechanic. Have you seen any of the gameplay of this?
I have.
I played the demo. Yeah.
Yeah, the X-ray mechanic. It's this is really cool. It's like VATS in Fallout, but this is going to get old really quick. It didn't get old.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten old. It's just so fun because, first of all, although I have seen the animation for headshots just one too many times because I'm actually good at FPSs. One thing that really impressed me was, 2 things actually. When I shot a fella through the chest, it did a slow motion, and you actually saw his fingers coming off and everything. So
Yes.
his fingers actually, they were shot off, and then also you can actually shoot grenades on people's belts.
I did that by accident once.
I know, it's what just happened?
Yeah.
Why did this person just explode? And also the ricochet can fly back and kill someone behind them.
Oh, that's cool.
Also very cool. But it's really satisfying shooting someone in a helmet because the bullet has enough energy to punch through the helmet, but it doesn't have enough energy to escape. So then it just bounces around and you just see their head scramble.
Oh, that's class.
It's very cool, but the AI is so stupid. That screenshot I put up, they literally 7 of them or so ran to the same piece of cover, and for the 7 of them I just shot them the second they kind of crouched down, because they crouched down behind with their full head clearly in view.
Oh,
It was the worst. Oh, the AI is just so bad. But it's enjoyable. As far as I say, if you do want to kill a few hours, it's good. Don't be expecting a tactical
Don't buy
sniper.
full price, I'd say.
Definitely not.
No, it's probably pretty cheap by now.
It's
anyway.
probably 10, 15 euro on Steam.
Even not on sale, it's probably pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, because I can't imagine this sold too well. Cause
So if you're looking for a first-person shooter,
It's a third-person shooter.
it's a third-person shooter. Sorry.
yeah,
So,
it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm not, when will this be over type of thing. But I wouldn't play it for 8 hours straight. I'd
Yeah.
play it for maybe an hour, and it's fun then. Because I've maybe been playing it for 2 hours, maybe 2-hour segments. That's all I played of it, and it's fine at that. But you can't play this game all day.
I have to say though, like you said, if you're in your free time, nobody has any free time right now because Assassin's Creed is out, Black Ops was out on Tuesday,
Yeah.
Halo
was out.
was out,
These are
And
just 3 games I don't care about.
Hitman is coming
so-
out next week.
They're all
Okay,
big
that
games,
I
yeah.
do care about.
David-
Far Cry
David
3,
just
Far Cry
pre-ordered.
3 is coming out, and also
Far Cry 3 is December.
Yeah, but
That's a month away.
It's 3rd December.
Battle Royale is out
Battle
next
Royale
week.
is out
I'm
next
getting
week.
that, by the
I'm
way.
not buying.
So
So,
you're
like-
going to be hearing about Battle Royale on the show after next from me
Yeah,
a
so,
lot.
like, it's like
Yeah.
next couple of weeks, and this whole
Also,
quarter is really crowded
College exams.
for people who have exams.
Now, David, you just pre-ordered your collector's edition of Hitman.
Yep, pre-ordered the collector's edition. Can't wait for it. My main motivation was the bobblehead. The bobblehead. I love bobbleheads.
So,
I do-
guys, hold on. We're going to take a quick break now. We're going to
Yeah,
play.
we're going to take a quick break. Me and David are going to talk about bobbleheads.
We're
So-
quite bobblehead enthusiasts.
So this is a song that featured in the PlayStation Battle Royale trailer that was released a week ago, 2 weeks ago at this point.
I think it was last Thursday.
Last Thursday, yeah. And me and Johnny both loved the trailer. We both love the song. If you haven't seen it yet, go look it up. Is there a name for the trailer?
I don't know, if you just look at the most recent Battle Royale videos, there's loads of channels put them up, and it's actually the opening cinematic for the game.
Yeah.
And you could see the last boss at the end as well.
Yeah, so this is Madden with Finale. So guys, enjoy this song. We really did. We'll be back real quick with more news and stuff for you to enjoy. Hello and welcome back to the Loading Screen on UC 90.3 FM. That was Madden with Finale. Great song, I think.
It's a cool song, yeah. I actually like it.
I like that song a lot. We were talking about before the break how it was the theme song for All-Star Battle Royale.
Yeah, and they have variations on it for the main menu screen and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, game we're all looking forward to. I think except for David.
Well,
'cause-
David can't play it.
Yeah, because
Aw.
PC gamer.
It's actually, I think you'd like it. It's actually really fun.
Fine, I'll
Get
just
on-
enjoy the superior graphics and gameplay. You enjoy your one little game.
Graphics, not gameplay necessarily.
Yes.
But you can go on to your PC news now.
Okay,
that
thank you.
nobody
I will go
cares
on to my
about.
PC news, and quite frankly, I don't like the way you said PC news. Like
Makes it sound like it's politically correct news or something. Let's play on words.
well, today in politically correct news, this is kind of the biggest thing. And to be honest, I read this maybe 3 days ago. My jimmies are still rustling after this. Basically, Windows have announced that they're restricting DirectX 11.1 to Windows 8 only. Now, for Amar and people who have no idea what this means, DirectX is basically used for running a lot of games. They did something similar with DirectX 10. DirectX 10 was basically restricted to Vista. And as a result of this, game developers are like, no one wants to use Vista, so they used a lot of DirectX 9. So I'm hoping that's what will happen, and they won't start trying to support just DirectX 11.1 and will just use the old DirectX 11. And there's nothing wrong with DirectX 11. DirectX 11.1 is only bringing in things for 3D. So it's just gimmicky. And just moving on to that, Windows 8 just looks awful. It looks so dreadful.
it's made for tablets.
It's a Fisher Price UI. It just looks
That's a nice phrase.
it's so terrible. I've just seen. Let's not go there. Moving on from that, GTA 5 on better news looks absolutely lovely.
Yeah, they released a new trailer there Wednesday.
Yeah, did you
Yeah.
actually see the comparison screenshots between GTA 5 and GTA 4?
I did not, but GTA 5 looks pretty good.
Oh, I know, but in GTA 4, it's a lot more kind of gritty and realistic. GTA 5,
Yeah.
it's a lot brighter. The
yeah,
shading and the lighting just looks.
Yeah, it's set in LA as
amazing.
well. Isn't
Well,
it?
it's-
LA type.
Yeah,
place.
they're fake.
Vinewood, I think it's called or something like that.
Well, Vinewood is their version of Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much LA.
yeah, and you got 3 playable characters, and they showed all 3 of them.
I'm not sure about that.
You have 3 playable characters and you swap between them and stuff.
Yeah, and it's
Alright.
they showed the 3 playable characters in the trailer.
You got Franklin.
I don't remember their names. I just remember the soccer dad, the black guy, and the psycho.
Yeah, I want to say. Okay, Franklin's definitely the black guy. And I want to say the other guys are Mike and Trevor. But I don't think it's Trevor. Could be, I don't know.
Psycho guy.
Yeah,
soccer
no,
dad,
one
black
of
guy.
them, like Mike and Trevor, I'm just going to call them that because I don't remember their actual names.
Does it really matter?
They're
at this stage?
no, but you see, the story is they were rising up in gangs together, and then Mike got really rich and then got out of the business, and he has a mansion and stuff, and the other guy got really violent and stuff, and he's living out in a trailer somewhere, and now Mike's wife is after spending all his money or something, and they have to get back together, do heists and stuff. Apparently, all the missions are going to be. Based on heists, there's going to be 6 main heists or whatever, and all the other missions are going to be to do with the next heist kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
cool.
So it's not going to be hey, you need to give this person a lift to this place.
Rather than like, what was it? The last kind of GTA I played was The Ballad of Gay Tony, which was basically you were in a nightclub half the time, and then the other half you were dealing with this, like, I don't know, he was some Middle Eastern oil sheik's son or something, and he was just like, you know, golden handguns and things like that. It was just it was very funny, like the cutscenes, but the gameplay was just
Yeah.
I think GTA is as best when you're not actually sticking to like the missions. You're just sort of mucking around on the
Yeah, see,
world.
that's why I never buy any, because I actually have Vice City, but we got it on Steam for $250. It doesn't count.
Vice City's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Like the most fun you have with GTA is when you're with your friends and you're like, oh, let's see if I can ramp this car off this building. Like I'm sure like there are good missions, but I always get distracted and just decide to drive.
Yeah, it's like GTA 4. I played that quite a lot. I didn't beat it, but like that was because I always get distracted and just start. Oh look, I can run over this hobo with my car.
You can do that in real life. You just get arrested.
get arrested in Grand Theft Auto too. And you don't have a lot. Amar doesn't have a load of sweet guns taken off him. Like he's got nothing, so he's got more to lose in Grand Theft Auto. May as well do this in real life.
Yeah.
See, that's logic for you.
Yes.
Moving on from Amar killing hobos with a car, Origin was actually hacked. Johnny, you've heard about this too.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone was changing people's accounts, passwords, and email addresses to a Russian domain.
Yeah.
And entire games have gone missing apparently.
Well, entire accounts which people had their games
but,
on.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because no one uses Origin out of choice.
Yeah,
it's always out of necessity.
Has yours been hacked, David?
Huh?
Has yours been hacked?
I don't know because I had maybe 2 games on Origin, and the last time I went near it was maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah,
once my Steam account is okay, I don't care.
Yeah, I made an Origin account to play Kingdoms of Amalur, and I haven't gone back since I stopped playing that game.
I only I have an Origin account, unfortunately, because you have to have it if you want to play Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, when I eventually get Mass Effect 3, I'm going to need my account to be there. But until then, I'm not going to check because I don't care. I'll just make a new one.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, basically, they have been saying that card details are going to be safe due to the last 4 digits being obscured. But you know, that's kind of a little consolation for people who've got their passwords changed, their email addresses
and lost like
it.
games, or you know, like
no, they wouldn't lose games. They just lose their account, which they can't play without their account. Like that's the problem with this DRM thing, where making you sign in. Like if they're going to make
the same with Steam.
Yeah, but Steam's amazing. Bad things don't happen to Steam.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Name one.
No, that's because anyone who would do bad things to Steam has a million games on Steam, so it would just be to their detriment as well.
So moving on from Origin screwing up as usual.
No, sorry, just to cut across there, but like with Steam, if you try and log into a different computer with a different IP, they'll send an email to your account, to your email address, and say, "Look, is this right? Are you allowed to access this?" You hit yes, you can. You can't access that until you hit yes.
That's cool.
So it's actually cool.
Yeah.
More on security, because this is a very boring week in news. Blizzard have actually been sued over the effectiveness of authenticators.
Really?
Authenticators are basically, you hit the button and then generates a random number. You put that in with your password, so basically it makes your account a lot more secure.
All right.
That's the theory behind it, at least anyway. Who's ever suing them anyway is claiming that they've experienced multiple security breaches. Blizzard have stated that the authenticator is a check against player losing their account via phishing, virus, and dodgy websites and things like that. It's £9. It's optional, like for your World of Warcraft and your StarCraft account, but it is actually required for the Diablo 3 real money auction house.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that makes sense in a way, because if you have card details and things like that, it makes sense. But even then, people are paying World of Warcraft by card, and they're not forced. So it makes sense in a way, but at the same time, it's kind of double standard.
Yeah.
Also, Creative Assembly have unveiled the Rome 2 panorama, essentially, of the Siege of Carthage.
Siege of Carthage.
Carthage.
Yeah. See, we were all wrong. There we go.
I said cartilage. I was like, Siege of what?
Yeah. It's
that city in Africa that the Romans blew up.
Yeah, have either of you seen the screenshots of this?
No, I haven't, but I've seen previous stuff.
I saw the footage of it, but it wasn't the big zoom out shot.
Oh no, I've seen the zoom out shot. It's amazing. It just really frustrates me that it's going to be October next year before we get to see any of this.
It's October? Did they say that?
Yeah, I think it's October next year.
Oh damn.
I know, like a whole year.
That's a year, yeah. I was kind of hoping for middle of the year, maybe.
This is either going to be first quarter.
It's a big game, and
or
let's be honest,
quarter.
it is going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Unless they spectacularly mess up.
Yeah, but like even Empire, which is by far the worst one in my opinion, that's still really good. It's just they tried a load of stuff that didn't work, but at least they're
At least they're trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
At least they're not a Call of Duty releasing the same thing.
Apparently, Black Ops 2 has actually got changes and stuff, and apparently it's actually
No,
good.
it basically went back to being Black Ops because there were so many complaints about Modern Warfare 3. They're still like running around.
No, but like the campaign has multiple endings and everything.
Wow. If you
That's
honestly
amazing.
play Call of Duty for the campaign, like there is something seriously
Well,
wrong.
at least they're doing something. At least it's
but
not.
I don't even name one. You will not be able to find one person who's bought Call of Duty for the campaign.
I know, but I mean, at least it's there. At least
And most
they're-
people don't even play the campaign. I played it once just to see how bad it was.
Which one did you play?
Black Ops.
Black Ops had
I
a.
thought that was a good one.
It was
no, it's terrible.
campaign.
It's just so cheesy.
World at War had the best one.
Yeah, but anyway, moving on from hate on Call of Duty to the other big FPS.
I have other Black Ops 2 news as well when you're done.
Yeah, no problem. No, you can carry on with that because I just want to talk a little about Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Warfighter.
Feeder.
Warfighter.
Warfighter.
That
Warfighter.
Supremely mediocre game.
Yeah, I know. I actually have some things. Well, may as well go with it now. 7 Navy SEALs have actually been reprimanded for
Oh, yeah,
consulting
yeah,
about
I
the
saw
game.
that. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
they've been charged with revealing classified information, misuse of combat gear, and making the Navy SEAls look bad.
Yeah,
Well,
also.
no one bought the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. No one saw it.
Apparently, a big part of it is that Navy SEALs are supposed to just, they're supposed to be like stoic warriors or something like that, and they're like, you're not supposed to do stuff. You're supposed to be like silent and in the background and
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like
that
that.
was another thing. They're basically supposed to be ninjas. Borderlands 2 is actually out on Mac. This is 2 months after the release.
I don't care if it's just on Mac. Go buy it. It is a great game. It is an amazing.
If you can
game.
afford a Mac, you can definitely afford Borderlands.
Yeah.
It's a great game, guys. Like it's probably my.
If you can afford a Mac, you can afford a new house.
I generally don't like FPSs, but this is like one FPS I really enjoyed.
I'm gonna get it eventually.
I won't. I just don't like the art. That's just me. It looks really funny and it looks good and all that, but the art style just puts me off it completely.
Enough of you and your cell shading hate.
Yeah, okay, enough of me and my cell shading hate. But actually, there's going to be cross-platform play with this.
Oh,
So
that's
Macs are
decent.
going to be mingling with the PC users.
It's decent.
Interesting because they did the same thing when they released Black Ops. Black Ops
1, we
Black
talked
Ops
about
1,
that
yeah.
a few weeks
and
ago.
they didn't do that at all. And then there's just like going to be the 16
It's
Mac
gonna be
gamers.
one lobby.
Yeah, one lobby.
So guys, we're gonna take another quick break.
David, are you done with your news?
I was just going to say that when The Heart of the Swarm was out, but never mind. That's not big news at all. It's not the single biggest game ever.
StarCraft.
Yes, StarCraft Heart of the Swarm, the expansion is out. Apparently March 12th of 2013.
That's the day before my birthday.
This is a Blizzard release, so this could be maybe
June.
No, it could be maybe June 2015 before we see this. Because Blizzard, let's be honest,
The beta's already out, though, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, but this is StarCraft. There needs to be extensive testing before
Yeah.
this thing ever goes live. But continue.
Yeah. So we're gonna play Princess of China by Coldplay. Johnny, your favorite band.
He's just taking off the headphones.
That
He's
song
having none
is
of it.
really boring. I don't like it.
So guys, we'll be back real quick. Johnny has some more news to go through, and then I have some bits and bobs and something interesting about Splinter Cell. So enjoy. This is Coldplay with Princess of China. Hey guys, welcome back to the Loading Screen 98.3. I'm sorry about that. We had some problems. My iPod went all weird, so sorry.
He
about
broke
it.
it.
I think it's still alive. But yeah, that was most of that was Coldplay with Princess of China. Sorry about that, guys. This is the Loading Screen, the place to get your gaming news, reviews, and more. I'm Marcel. With me is Jonathan Sultan and David Kiley. So, Johnny, I have loads of news to get to today.
I do have loads of news. I'm going to do it fairly quickly, though.
Okay.
Just because David just did PC news, Gabe Newell, who we all love, because,
Who doesn't love Game?
he's our overlord. He mentioned recently that Valve are in fact working on a new game engine, probably Source 2 or whatever they want to call it, and that they're waiting for a new game to roll it out with. So
Yeah, since it's actually Source 2, they might actually release it. Source 3, on the other hand, we won't see until the end of times.
yeah, well, it's nice to have. I mean, we knew they were working on
It'll be
stuff, but
2
it's
days
nice.
before Armageddon,
But I mean, we all knew they were working on stuff, but it's nice to have confirmation anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew they were waiting for the next gen consoles to come out. So once they get announced, Valve might announce something. But until then, I don't know. Other news about game engines: Mass Effect 4 is going to be using Frostbite engine. Well, Frostbite 2, I would assume.
Yeah. I don't really care as long as the game's good, to be honest.
Yeah. Now, a couple of weird stories that broke within a few hours of each other. So, some people who bought Black Ops 2 on PC, when they're installing it, they get halfway through and it says put in the second disc. They put in the second disc, and it turns out that the second disc is actually Mass Effect 2. Which makes sense doesn't make sense for two reasons. First off, Call of Duty is Activision, and Mass Effect is EA, and they're direct competitors. Secondly, it's not even Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
It's Mass Effect 2.
It's the previous one.
Yeah, which is a 2-year-old game. I don't know what can you say about it.
They're probably like in the same factory or something and something.
Yeah, it must be the same printing factory or something.
Yeah.
But you can use like a code to just download your game instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just download it.
Yeah,
you get a Steam code, I think, with the actual.
Oh yeah, you will. You'll need to play it through Steam.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a really weird story. But then BioWare said like they'll give away 50 copies of the Mass Effect trilogy when it comes out to people who send in pictures of them with their wrong disc.
I think that's good on BioWare's part.
Well, they're capitalizing on the situation and get some goodwill back after incidents.
We say incidents because there's too many to count.
Hey, at least this isn't the Gearbox incident.
That's true. Also, in weird disc news, this story is still a bit confused at the minute because originally it was that some 360 copies allowed Lego Lord of the Rings, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, yeah?
Some of them were actual demo discs.
Oh yeah.
But then there were other reports coming out that some of them just said demo disc on them, but were actually the full game. Yeah. So that's still developing. But there's weird stuff going on in printing factories, apparently.
It's obvious the one factory and everybody just had like a strike or something.
Or drunk.
Just one guy showed up drunk and just smashed a bunch of stuff into his computer and everything just got messed up.
Just mashed the keyboard and just messed up all the settings.
I don't think you know how production lines work if you think that you just hit a keyboard.
Not. We obviously don't know about production. Tell us about it.
Well, see,
shut up, David.
When a game company and a manufacturer love each other very much.
Okay, you can finish that story later.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Other Black Ops 2 news actually. Some people on PS3 have been having insane connection issues online.
A lot of server issues.
And also, when you pre-ordered the game, you got codes for the Nuketown whatever map and zombie maps or whatever. And some of them say they've already been redeemed.
Oh.
And Activision has said or Treyarch or Activision, one of them anyway, said that it might just be because the store is over capacity, which always happens whenever a new Call of Duty game comes out. Yeah. The store always crashes every 10 minutes.
The thing is, I don't get about the servers because apparently people have been in games, fluid, they've been playing a game and they've been halfway through a game, no problems at all, and suddenly it'll just crash and go, no server available. Yeah. So, but apparently Activision says servers are up and running. They're aware of the problem and they're
working on it. They're making whatever that means. Yeah. Some people are comparing this to Bethesda now, though, which is funny.
Bethesda is in a league of its own for screwing stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
I know.
Hey, David, do you have a PS3?
No.
Do you have Skyrim on PS3?
No.
Then shut up.
If you do have Skyrim on PS3, you don't have the DLC.
You don't have the game.
You don't have the game.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure what you were talking about.
You have a CD.
Yeah, you have a disc that can't be used for anything.
A frisbee.
A very poor frisbee. Anyway.
It's something.
Yeah, it is something. You have a €60 frisbee. Anyway, Minecraft. I saw a video the other day of a cool Minecraft Dishonored mod.
Alright.
Where it kind of recreated the environments, and then you got items that let you blink and stuff. Obviously they couldn't do anything with the AI.
Yeah. Have you played Dishonored yet?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna get it eventually.
Okay.
But
why play Dishonored when you could just play the Minecraft mod?
Yeah, they're comparable.
Even though there's a Minecraft mod for literally everything.
Everything, yeah.
Although yesterday I was actually watching a video of these guys who are trying to do a 1-to-1 scale of Middle Earth in Minecraft.
Oh, I saw that video.
I've seen the Mines of More. Have you seen Orthanc?
I haven't seen Northank. No.
Uh,
That must look
Guys,
badass.
can we get back
Deep.
to the?
We're
you know-
talking
This is
about
about
Minecraft.
Minecraft is a video game.
Yeah, it's a game that is played
Just
on the
because
video
you didn't
game.
see Lord of the Rings until I showed it to you.
Shut up, Johnny.
Oh, he's mad.
No, people making stuff in Minecraft is always cool. Oh yeah, and they recently crossed the 8 million copies sold on PC,
All right.
and
Yeah, I
that's
saw that,
added
actually.
with the 4 million on 360, and then whatever they've sold on iOS
This
as
is
well.
Black Ops 2, yeah.
We were just
Minecraft.
we were just talking about Minecraft. Why do we let you control the mics and everything? You don't know what you're doing. Oh yeah, Halo, that game, Halo 4, that was out.
Yeah, that's a thing.
that made over $220 million in one day.
But by the way, our own Mark Fitzpatrick did a review of that. He said it's a very good game. And
Oh yeah, because you won't be able to listen. We couldn't put the show up on the web because we had technical difficulties. So
and
was lost
they
in the
weren't
void.
actually my fault this time.
I know,
which
yeah,
is
they actually,
brilliant.
it was.
I know, it's amazing. There
Completely
must have
out
been
of our
some
hands.
planetary alignment that something messes up and it's not his fault.
Yeah, completely out of our hands. And Amara's grubby mitts. But yeah, he thinks Halo 4 is great. Other people think it's great. So I assume it's good. I don't know.
Yeah, so like if you have a 360, you know, give it a go.
If you have a 360, you're probably getting it because it's one of the only exclusives they have.
It's the only thing that
It's the only reason to not own not just game on a PC.
Yeah.
News that's cool for some people. Capcom recently said that they are going to be making more Mega Man games on console and handhelds. So that could be cool.
If they ever
Because-
get around to it.
Yeah, because people that's been the thing the last
2D
couple of
games
years.
really aren't a thing anymore.
Some are.
Rayman Origins is the best game of last year.
Rayman Origins.
Rayman Origins. That game is. I recently downloaded the demo of the Vita version, and it just made me fall in love with that game all over again. Because everything about it is brilliant.
Okay.
Graphics, sound, gameplay, controls, level design. It's just amazing. And no one bought it because like
How does the camera behave? Because that's my one problem with platformers.
not the camera's perfect.
Really?
Well,
That's
there
odd.
is no camera. It's a 2D platformer. It's just,
Oh, it's 2D, sorry.
yeah, it's just 2D.
I thought it was 3D.
No, that's
3D platforming is literally the most evil thing on the planet.
Crash Bandicoot did 3D platforming amazingly.
Oh yeah, that did, but aside from that, there's really no... Like, it was a huge market at one point, not anymore.
No, it's because Crash Bandicoot was super linear, so they were able to design.
Yeah,
They were able to
that's true.
design the levels properly.
Yeah.
Which was
So
really
moving
good.
on, anyways.
Yeah, moving on. We won't talk about games from 20 years ago anymore. Sony banned the guys who made Resistance Retribution on PSP, which apparently is very good. I have it in my house. I've still never played it. And
First world problems.
it is first world problems, yeah. It's gamer problems. Gamer problems are the worst. You got too many games.
I'm downloading a patch from my game, so I can't play Counter-Strike with a decent connection.
So they made Resistance Retribution on PSP and Uncharted Golden Abyss on Vita, which the game I'm going to be getting for free on Wednesday. They're working on a new game for the Vita.
Oh, cool.
So whether it's another Uncharted game or something,
It won't,
something
I
completely
don't think
different.
it's going to be there.
I hope it's not, because I actually don't want any more Uncharted games, like at all. I don't even want Uncharted 4
on the next
on the PS4. I don't want another Uncharted game unless I said this before. Unless it is uncarded, uncarded, which, if for those of you who can't get the pun, is a kart racer with Uncharted characters. I want that. But
I
I
didn't
don't
get the
want
pun just because it was so terrible.
It's okay. The normal game is called Uncharted.
I know that.
Moving on, Johnny.
My last thing. So Microsoft did something kind of cool. Well, they will be doing something.
For once, something kind of cool.
Yeah,
for Microsoft.
definitely beats the gamer score rewards. Remember them? Remember when we talked about that? That was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, they said that they're going to be giving out limited edition Xbox 360s to some people who have had Xbox Live accounts for more than 10 years.
Yeah, I've seen that. They've already gone out.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, there's pictures of those out already.
Yeah, they got like special artwork on the console and everything.
It looks really cool. Like
Yeah, it does look cool, and it's a nice way to reward your long time fans. Sony did that straight away, of course, because no one had a PSN account, so they said they'd give you Casino Royale on Blu-ray if you made a PSN account.
That's I
got mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
This class.
Although, to be honest,
That was back when Blu-rays were really expensive.
Yeah.
it's kind of stupid how that they're giving out, hey, here's a free Xbox, go you, and the new generation is literally a few months away.
And also, if you have an Xbox Live account, you have an Xbox already.
yeah,
So it's pretty much just something to put in your
Okay.
room.
So I'm gonna do about my news now. Anyway, a bit of Ubisoft news here, quite a bit actually.
Are you sure it's correct this time?
Yes. Tom Hardy has been signed to play Sam Fisher in the Splinter Cell movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So he was Bane in.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
Bane,
he's Bane
in that Batman movie.
in
that was out this year.
Batman movie.
I
yeah.
played one Splinter Cell game. Because Microsoft on Microsoft or whatever it is awesome. No, Games for Windows is awesome. It wouldn't save my progress.
Games for Windows Live.
Yeah, so I tried maybe playing that 3
That's
times
why-
with 2-hour segments. Nope, never saved. So you know what? Broken game gets to go away.
That's why I can't play Red Faction Guerrilla.
Anyways, also Yves. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. Guillemot.
Oh yeah, Yves
Guillemot. He's the CEO of Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And he says that Ubisoft are interested in purchasing THQ properties.
Did he?
Yeah.
I did not see that. That's cool.
Yeah, and they...
More Dawn of War.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe.
But like THQ sold their UFC franchise to EA
they did.
last year
Yeah.
for a considerable cash sum.
No, that was earlier this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was earlier this year. It was before
They
E3.
announced it at E3.
Yeah, it was before E3. It was like around March, I'd say.
Mm.
But for undisclosed cash sum, they sold it. So, it might be happening again.
I'd say we'll see Darksiders 3 from Ubisoft.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Also, there was a quote that said one of the PR people for Ubisoft said with Assassin's Creed 2, like, we have lots of stuff for our Assassin's Creed franchise, such as DLC, comics, books, and then he said a movie coming next year.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But
But
then,
they don't know
yeah.
if that means like they're starting production next year, because I
Yeah.
don't think they can make a movie that
Yeah,
quickly.
it was-
Considering they don't even have like anyone on it yet.
They only have Michael
They
Fassbender.
have, yeah. I don't think Michael Fassbender can write, direct, produce.
The script
star.
still won't work. The script is still being written, as far as I know.
Yeah.
New Regency and Fox are attached to it.
Yeah.
So I think we're looking at 2013, 2014 release.
If it
It's
comes-
not 2013, sorry, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, if it comes out next year, I'd be very surprised and
Yeah.
very, very cautious about spending
Yeah,
money.
something that coming out that quickly would be a bit dodgy. It might be like Assassin's Creed Embers, which was really good.
Yeah, it could be something like that actually.
Like
yeah.
half hour
that,
long.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Embers was cool. Yeah.
Embers was really good. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you go see it if you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise. Also, we were talking about I was saying Assassin's Creed comics and stuff. There's a Borderlands comic coming out. It's called
Borderlands is a comic.
Yeah, it's called-
pretty much.
It's called Borderlands Origins, and it's going to be set before the first game, and it's going to follow Roland as he meets all the characters.
It's going to be worse than Rayman Origins, I can tell you that. Seriously, that game is so good. I talked about it so much last year.
Yeah. So actually, this might interest you. Epic, some technical officer, he's like chief technical officer or something at Epic. He says that the next gen games will cost at least twice as much to develop as current gen. So
I don't know.
That-
That
I think-
doesn't really make sense.
No, because let's face it, the Epic engine defines a generation. Whenever Epic brings out an engine, it defines a generation.
Well, no, it's pretty much Unreal Engine 3.
Yeah.
Because every game is Unreal Engine 3.
Yeah, but
the US military uses Unreal Engine 3.
But
True
they've
fact.
announced Unreal Engine 4 now,
Yeah.
and it took them a lot. Have you seen the Samaritan demo?
Yeah, I did.
It took 4 people working 5 months to make that demo,
Okay.
and that's like a minute long. Not
Yeah, but
even
like
a
when they
minute.
say it's going to take twice as much money, like I don't see why it would take other people twice as much money to just use this engine than the last one.
It's probably just a difficult engine to code for or something.
That wasn't very smart of them then.
I have no idea, but like that's what he says anyways. And if he,
Unless he just means that they're like the price they're asking for
is
to license
high,
out the engine is twice as much.
which might be because it might be just a really difficult engine to build.
Well, even then, in
And it's-
situations like that, games are always going to need more and more coding to go into them because just to be one step ahead of the curve.
Yeah, exactly. But like, anyways, I think that if what he's saying is true, and apparently it actually used to be like 3 times expensive, and they've cut it down now to half. If what they're saying is true, then I think that we're looking for a major price hike for next gen games.
Yeah, no, the industry wouldn't survive a price hike.
That's the thing, you know.
No, like it literally would not survive a price hike because sales are already way down this year.
Like what? If it's what they're going to say double or something, how much is that for a new PS3 game? Like you're talking nearly €100.
€100
for maybe what 16 hours of entertainment
At most,
No,
like
but-
for a lot of like that's above the average for
yeah,
games
an
now.
average is what, maybe 10 below it even.
I'd say
10 or 12.
I'd say they'd be
Ace-ish.
selling games at a loss.
Like Uncharted probably takes about 10 hours to beat.
Yeah,
And those were really good, but it's still only 10 hours. Like.
I know, but
Yeah,
like,
but
no one's
then
going to pay
there's
that.
the multiplayer as
Nobody.
well.
And they're already complaining about it's like, oh, PC gamers, they always pirate everything. Well, obviously we're going to pirate everything if we can, and things are going to cost us €100.
I still think pirating is helping to kill the industry, but so
if
No,
the
that's-
industry isn't so terrible because, like,
Okay, no, 95% of people who pirate games weren't going to buy the game anyway because they can't afford it. So you're not losing any sales there. Then there are just those assholes who pirate everything because they can.
yeah.
But most people, if they can, like it's shown, like fact, like for pirating movies, the time movies get pirated the most is when it's not released in someone's territory yet, and they have to wait ages. They go, I don't want to wait. I should be able to see this movie now.
Mhm.
Like that's what I would do with Wreck-It Ralph if I wasn't so set on seeing it for the first time in cinema because I'm a sympathetic, sappy pansy.
Yeah, you are. Also, other bits and bobs here and there. I know a lot of people. You're a big MLG fan, aren't you, David?
sometimes when the fancy takes me.
Yeah. A lot of people.
You sound really like just blasé there. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, perhaps.
But COD is one of the biggest franchises out there, and a lot of people have been asking, why isn't COD a big MLG thing?
Because it looks so bad to watch people play.
hold
It's
on.
flashbangs everywhere.
Let me just talk for 2 seconds.
Flashbangs everywhere.
But also, Activision has been really pushing for it. But apparently, like a lot of pro gamers and even the head, not the head, sorry. I think he's a director or something. He's pretty high up the chain anyway in MLG, and they all came out and said basically the reason that they don't like Call of Duty is because it changes too often with yearly integrations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because general, professional players, they like to keep on top of the game, and like it takes a long time to master a game to the extent that they have. Like to this day, the most common version of Counter-Strike played is the one from 2003, 1.6.
Yeah, that's still extremely popular. I think it's just for a lot of the hitboxes, they're very tight in that game.
Yeah, and like that's still the most common type of Counter-Strike played on at MLG. So
It's more popular than like Source, and it's
Yeah,
more
well,
popular
if you
than
look at the
Global
Steam
Offensive.
most played, it's usually above Source. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It's
So-
always got the same, if not more.
It
than Source.
used to be top until
Yeah.
TF2 went free.
so like this is the question: do you think Call of Duty has a place in like hardcore gaming?
No.
No,
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying you can't have fun.
you
But
can't
it's just-
watch it.
It's not fun to watch because like it's the same. It's
I-
the same every time.
Yeah, RTS, like things like Dota and StarCraft, those are perfect for it.
Yeah.
Because it's all like, rather than just
League of
whose
Legends is supposed to be really good for it as
yeah,
well.
whose reaction time is quicker.
you-
That's not interesting
And
to watch.
and you can like it's really hard to spectate a first-person shooter as
Well,
well.
oh, he shot him. Oh, he shot another guy. Oh, he
Yeah.
got shot there.
Whereas
that's not
you know,
interesting.
with StarCraft, even if you don't play, like the camera still zooms out and you can see all these like sweeping
like
unit movements and all that.
I've never played StarCraft in my life. I didn't even know. I've never even seen gameplay of the stuff until I went to Barcraft one night with these guys, and I never seen StarCraft before. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a very good.
Yeah,
night.
that wasn't even a very good, thing.
was still
apparently.
cool, though.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, and Call of Duty just does not keep that same. It's what is it? It does not have that spark that makes
Yeah, it
it
doesn't.
fun to watch.
and the fact that the majority of Call of Duty fans are literally the most irritating people on the planet.
And with that, I think it's time to end.
I think it's time to end. So we're going to leave you with a great song today, and you'll actually like this song because Johnny hates all music. Well, the majority of music.
Okay,
Except Call Me Maybe.
a quote from the start of the show. Well, sorry, the middle of the show. Oh yeah, I like that song. I said that during this show, so what you just said is wrong.
This is the majority of music.
Whatever.
Are you going to find some accounting spreadsheets to prove I'm wrong again,
I will
Johnny?
go home and I will download some spreadsheet that shows that I do not hate all music.
Majority of music.
Whatever.
We're going to leave you with one of the all-time greats, actually. If you can't sing along to this song, then you have no soul.